Hey bitch, so today we are doing a get ready with me video. So I am just going to go ahead and get started. So here we are prepping the face with the Fix Plus spray. I give it a little run through. We are not spreading it on the false eyelashes, so always avoid that. I kind of just cover my eyes and give my face a spray sometimes. Now we're going in with the IT CC Nude Glow, and I just wanted like a nice little base, kind of cushiony, kind of glowy, kind of see-through. I've been really liking this lately because it just gives you a nice even coverage. It gives you a nice glow. You can still see your skin and some of your pink through it, which I like. And you can go in obviously with your concealer and touch up where you want to. So here I just take it on the back of a compact. I'm spraying my brush. And I'm going to dip it into half of the product here. And then I'm just going to tap all over my face, starting from the middle and working my way out. Always return to the middle, and then you can pull it to the edges of your face, because that's where you want the most product. And you can see it just dissipates. When the skin is nice and wet with the Fix Plus spray, it will do all the work for you. So I'm tapping, then we're going to go back in with the other half here. I spray my brush every time, and now we're going in with the second half. And starting from the middle and bop, bop, bop. Tap it out and roll it. So rolling toward the outer part of the face and tapping. Super easy. And you can see it just gives you a nice, beautiful, even base to start your makeup with. And then what I do is as I use up all my product, I just take the brush and keep tapping. It's almost as if you're using like a sponge to pick up all of the extra product that we don't need. So now we're going to go in with a concealer. This is the KVD Lightweight Full Coverage Concealer, and I'm going to put it on the insides of my tear duct there, and up where I have a little bit of darkness because I have really close set eyes. Right down the nose, you can see I did a dot on the tip. That's just going to enunciate the tip rather than making it the nose really come full forward. And then lifting the eyes under the nose, and pronounce the chin. So all of the highest points of the face, I'm giving a little concealer to. If you want to screenshot this map, this is a really good, just basic map to use. But everybody's face is going to be a bit different. What I like to do is sit it right on top of the divot under my eye, the tear duct, and really let that sit. You can really, if you have bad ones, like really deep ones, you can let that sit for even longer, even take a fan to it and dry it, and then tap it in. And what I'm doing now is taking a really dense brush, and I'm just tapping in where I want to keep the concealer. You can see it's not blending out all the way. I just want to tap it out, and I don't want it to be completely gone yet because I'm going to take a larger brush and blend that. I want this to stay in the area that I put it. If I used a big brush here in the beginning, it would just be all over the place. So what I'm doing now is just smoothing out and dissolving the lines. And you can see it just effortlessly just blends. And here you can hold toward the middle or the end of the brush for a little bit easier and softer application. The closer your hand is to the ferrule of the brush, the more pressure you're going to have. And then you can see I just take what's on the brush from the concealer, and if there's any other areas that just need a little bit of extra loving, I'm going to tap it there. There's a hair on my face. There we go. Awesome. Looking good, bitch. All right, let's see what's next. So we're taking the rest of the concealer on the brush, tapping away at any extra parts. Here's Alex is walking
taping.
in.
Please
hey,
shut
Alex.
the door.
Hey, can you leave, Alex?
Shut the door, please.
I have my earbuds in. I can't hear you. Thanks, babe. Okay, now we're going with contour. This is from Sheen, and I have found this to be such a beautiful color. Actually, let me check the name of this. But you can see I'm only, for long faces like mine, I don't want to go too far into my face. I already have a really kind of good contour, so I really just want to bring it back after I've put foundation on. And what I'm going to do next is super important. Take that same foundation brush, and instead of, again, rolling the brush back and forth like windshield wiper motions, I'm just tapping. And the secret I have found out, again, is if you have that layer of Fix Plus or something nice and wet, this will blend effortlessly for you. So really keep your face wet before you do this. And you can see it just all just dissipates. The name of this color, it's, let's see here. I like both Warm Honey, and this one is also called Golden Sun. So you can see it's like a gray, and I loved it. It really creates like a nice shadow, because I really like it to look a little bit natural. Here I did the tip of the nose. That's going to allow me to just look a little shorter. And now I'm going in with another Shein product. This is a liquid cheek, and it is called Love Cake. There it is. And we're going to put this again on the tip top of the temple, and this is going to give you a lifting effect. And you can go ahead and use that same brush, or you can take a stippling brush. And I'm doing little circular motions right up on the highest points of my cheek and onto my temple. And then I'm going to roll it onto the cheek and over the nose. And that gives you like a little bit of sun, a little bit of naturalness. Anything that's left over, I'm going to go on the top of my head, the tip of my nose, my chin, even like down my neck. And that just creates like a nice unity, especially in pictures. You can really just look very, very put together here. Now I'm going in with the KVD Lock It Setting Powder. And I'm going to set my face. So I'm going to take a very, like a amount like that. I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to dip it in. Throw it first. Dip it into your product. And then I roll it right on my hand, take off the excess, warm it up, and I'm going to press it onto the skin. And this is just going to give us a nice base that after, if we want to add any powders, they'll lay really nicely and not clot all over our skin. And you can see you still get that glow going. It's not covering up or taking that away. It's just setting it for us. So first layer, we want to do this before we start baking, and that's really going to change the shape of our face. To me, I think the biggest trick for transformation of your face is baking, and we're about to see that. I'm actually going to do a video on this after, because it is such a transformative, like something that really makes me feel good when I'm going out, for example, or for pictures. Just look like totally snatched and totally brightened as well. Now I'm going in with an old school baddie. This is the MAC. I think it was Kelly Osbourne. Jolly Good. It is phenomenal. It's a very translucent, see-through, kind of glowy bronzer. Another one that's comparable is from Hourglass. And I'm just rolling that in. Now I'm doing this Korean technique I learned recently. You are just hugging the outside of your face. No need to make lines down the contour of your cheekbone. It is just, look at that. It's just insane. It just like narrows your face and gives you this nice little glow. So this has been working for my face shape. If you have a little bit more of, more you need to contour, then yeah, you can stipple it in where we did the contour with Golden Glow. Now I'm taking a more precise brush with that same bronzer. And right now we're just kind of warming up the face. We are going to go in and contour a little bit extra, but for right now we're just adding some warmth. And I'm going all over the same places I'm going to contour. You'll see next. Right now we're just giving the face some warmth and restoring it back after we put in some foundation. I'm taking this under the eye. I'm sweeping it upward and into the crease, and that just makes the eye look a lot more open. But again, we want to look natural. We don't look like, I really don't like eyeshadow, to be honest. I'm not an eyeshadow girly. But this I like as an eyeshadow, basically, just to give you some warmth and color. This is the Artist Sculpt from Makeup Forever. And anywhere that I want to kind of tweak, I like, especially my nose, I'll do like a little circle right around the tip. And then I'll just follow through anywhere that I did the bronzer. And that's just really to chisel out those areas and really give you a lift. So you can see the difference with the eyes now. Nice and open. Beautiful. And then I always like to go under the lip. That gives you a nice little lip shadow. Makes your little lippies look like some DSLs. Okay. I'll also do a video on that soon, actually. Now we're going in with that fluffy brush again. We don't want it too dense. I just want to bop it in our most hollow part of our cheek. And for oval faces like mine, the side, the top, and the other side of the skin. And there you go. Okay. Now we're going to go in with some translucent powder. And now we're going to do some baking. So we're going to put some powder in the tip of the cap. Just like this. Dip it in. And go ahead and run that on your palm. Now, a lot of times I feel like I don't have enough opacity here. So, you know, if you want to do your nose and really snatch that, you can probably just go right into the powder and go right to your face. And then for the other parts, roll it over your hand. I often have to re-dip. Now, if you really want that snatch tip, you can do a little dot right there. Boom, just like where you're going to highlight. And that really like restructures your face. Now we're just going to do a lifting motion here over the eye. Follow your natural bottom waterline and just go right up. Boop, snatched. And now we're just going to fill in under the eye and all down the nose with a generous amount of powder. Again, always put it on your skin or on your palm first so you don't get all these patches. I learned the hard way. And you can see that just really makes you look snatched and glow like a flawless filter. That really is the trick to filter. If you want to look glowy and poreless and lifted, transparent powder is the ultimate secret. And here you're going to lift from pretty much from your tragus of your ear to the middle corner of your lip. And just leave that. Trust the process. It looks goofy for right now. But we're going to do some other things while we let that bake, okay? And baking, if you're not familiar, is basically just letting the powder come to the temperature of your skin. And your skin almost cooks it and becomes you. So whatever's left, we're going to dust away. In the meantime, we're just going to warm up the eyes a bit. I'm going to mix this cool tone brown with this warm. And I'm going to put that under the eye. Again, just to warm up the face. And see how nice that looks. Great for an everyday eye. And again, this is a mini glam. You know, we're going into those steps, but we're not doing heavy liner. We're not doing heavy shadow. That'll be for another tutorial. But here we're just opening the eye, looking nice and fresh. Looking alluring. Go, girl, yes. Okay. One thing with this, you always want to have an eyeshadow brush that fits into your crease. I always used to use like way too big of an eyeshadow brush and wondered why I wasn't getting the effect I wanted. And here's me going in again with another bronzer because I just can't have enough. Once I'm baked, I go over these areas and I even further chisel out. See that? Boom. There you go. And when you dust it away, you're going to have a really nice snatch, but not obvious contour. Now I'm taking a really dense brush. This is the 108 from MAC, and I am bopping in exactly what I did. I'm not rolling it. I am just tapping in. And I'm sharing it with the rest of the face. You can see even over the cheeks. This is just helping me look even more porcelain, even more poreless, and gives you just that nice airbrush finish. As well as setting your makeup, of course. So just tap it in, focusing under the eye, and all the T-zone. Perfect. Now we're going in with some blush. Again, this is from Shein. They have a phenomenal range for blushes. And this is called High and Dry Lightweight Matte Blush. And I'm just taking a Wycon brush. This is from Italy. I'll have to do a tutorial on this when I go to Italy in July. We're taking our nice fan fluffy brush, and I'm doing little circles right up where we did the liquid blush before. Why do liquid and powder? I just feel like blush is one of the first things that you'll see kind of fades away if you're wearing makeup for a whole day. So what I like to do is have a little extra reinforcement underneath. And again, it really helps to sculpt the cheek. I always just pick one or the other, but no, you'll realize if you do both, it will really last and give you a nice lifted face. And again, I'm taking it all over the cheeks, but also the top of the head, the tip of the nose, the chin, anywhere the sun would naturally hit you. And now we're going in with a little bit of wedge and licking my brush. Of course, you can use your Fix Plus if you need. And I'm just filling in the gaps in my brows. I do not like my brows to look like too manufactured. So I picked a really, really light shade compared to my hairs. You think that wouldn't work. It absolutely did. Check that out. It just fills in the missing gaps. This is my little shitty brow. Everybody's got one. They always say, not sisters, not twins, but sisters. Close enough here. But we just want to give it a nice finished look. I don't want to leave the brows hanging if I'm doing the rest of the face. But yeah, I think brows is one thing I really don't play with that much. Here I'm going to fill in using the side of the brush, filling in the gaps. And then I'll take the defined brush and just make some hairs. Boom. Look how nice that looks. What are we doing next, Coley? Eyeliner. Okay. So now, for me, again, when I have false lashes on like this, you really only need just a little extra definition. I'm super satisfied with what I have here. But we're going to take like a dark brown and an angle brush, and I'm just going to glaze it over the eye. And there is such a trick here without getting carried away. This is Espresso from MAC. I still obviously haven't learned where the camera is. Okay. Giving a little licky, licky, licky. And we go in, tap off the excess. And what I do is just trace. Pretend you're just trying to draw a straight line across your eye. Ignore where it dips. You're just drawing a straight line. Now, what I like to do on the ends is where my crease is, you can see where the tip of my nail is. I'm aiming it toward that, and I'm not passing it. And that really gives a really open, lifted look of the eye. And you can blend that out. It's so easy. But damn, like, people get really butthurt and they're like, why can't I freaking do this? Like, I'm thinking too much. You are thinking too much. Take an angle brush, take your dark. We're running it across the shadow right where the dip starts, see? Barely anything on the inside. And taking it up. Meet where your crease, your natural crease folds. I'm not going anywhere further than that. And see, it gives me a lifting effect. It doesn't droop me out. If I were to do like a wing liner, my wing liners are quite different. I'm going to show a very, very extensive tutorial on that very soon. Whatever's left on my brush, I'm going to take it under the eye, and this is just going to make the hairs in my waterline look a bit thicker. And let's see what's next. Okay, we got Million Lashes. This mascara is by far the best waterproof mascara. I am somebody that's lashes do not like to sit up. It is the only one in the world that I found. I'll give my lash a nice curl, and then I will wiggle this through one coat and then wiggle it again, second coat. They will stay up all day, even if I'm in the water. Unfortunately, I've been trying to replace this, and I cannot find it. So if anybody knows where to find the L'Oreal Palace Volume Million Lashes, I need it. I'm not doing anything on the top because, like I said, I have these little falsies on, so that's just enough. You can actually just do it if you like. And now I'm just taking just a bit of liner and running it through the shadow right at the base. And the reason I like that is we're just faking out where our eye actually is now. Okay. Now we're going to take a highlighter. This is the Hyper Real palette from MAC. Very old, but I discovered how much I love it. And I'm going to mix the golden shade with the champagne shade. Golden for the tone of my skin, and the champagne just to like really have that pop and like that glow. So I'm mixing the two, and I'm running it right at the tippy tip of my cheekbone and over my eye. This is a little trick from Rihanna's makeup artist. I forget her name. But we're making almost like a little right angle or a greater than sign. Perfect. And that's the highest points of your face you just want to highlight. I do the Cupid's bow, I do the tip of the nose, and the chin as well. All the highest points of the face. And now if you can use your finger for this, but I like to take a little tiny brush like this and do the tip of the nose, especially for pictures. People thought I've gotten nose jobs just from this. So there you go. That is the trick. It's all sculpting. It's smoke and mirrors, guys. You know, I think I've really mastered this that whole technique. Again, that can be another video here. So much opportunity. Oh, that's a lot. I got a highlighter mustache. All right, and now we're going in with the MAC Prep and Prime lip. My lips are perpetually dry. I was on a medicine called Accutane when I was like 14 for acne, and my lips have never returned. If anybody's ever been on that, you know the struggle. But on the real side, you get perfect skin. So finishing off with the Fix Plus here, and my trusty Sicilian fan. Where are you at? There you are. Boom. And dry it out. You can use a electric fan if you want. I highly recommend having one of these when you have a spray you've just sprayed. That way everything dries nice and evenly and quickly. Don't make any expressions. There you go. All right, now we're going to do a lip. Again, we're going in with the trusty Morphe Spiffy. I need to re-up on these. If you are into these types of colors, another one you will love is Sweet Tea by Morphe. It is like a cult favorite. I like it more when I'm tan. Let's see what I decide to use here. Yeah, we did the Morphe Spiffy. And with the MAC Prep and Prime, you can see if you are shit at lip liner, this will just glide on for you there. It makes your life a whole lot easier. If you don't have the MAC Prep and Prime, of course you can use like a lip product like a lip balm or something. But this also creates a tackiness, like a double-sided tape. And so it really clings to your lip stuff all day. So you can drink all the wine you want, which is exactly what I went and did after this video. Okay. Now we're going in with a lipstick. This is actually the lipstick I used on my wedding day. It's by Doll Beauty. Shout out to Yasmin James from the UK who flew out to do my makeup. She absolutely nailed it. There's definitely a viral video going around of my reaction from her slay. I'll have to post that. And here I just tap this in. Anything that's super bright like this, you don't want to swipe it across your lip. You'll look like a crackhead. So just take little dots and pop, pop, pop. Now, here's where I kind of, unfortunately, go the wrong route with what glow I decide to put on. I would actually do neither of these now that I look back. But we go with the NYX Fat Oil. It is a phenomenal product. It's nice and warm. I just wish I kept this a little bit more nudie. But nonetheless, it's still a cool color. And it makes them look super plump and hydrated. It never feels sticky either. It's like just right. Boom, there she goes, girl. You rock it. Okay, take that hair out, mama. Amazing. Okay. And there you have it, guys. So stay tuned for the next video. I have so much more to show you. So this is just a little mini glam, and we'll do a little bit more next time. Bye.